Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer is Southern Tier Brewing. They're up in New York. This is their 2X IPA. Guys, I did this beer 6 years ago. It was review number 203. So very early in my beer reviewing career, if you will, and I thought it was pretty damn tasty at that time. And was readily available back then. And then the distributors changed and it went away for a long time. And now it's starting to show back up again. So we've seen this at the store the last time we were there, and I said, I remember that being pretty damn tasty. So, but that was a long time ago, and my palate has changed quite a bit since then. I remember it being a very, very tasty double IPA. So I said, what the hey, let's pick it up and give it a shot again. So I bought a 6-pack of it. And one of the biggest reasons I went ahead and bought a 6-pack because it's got DOB, date of birth, 09/25/17. And we bought this last week. So, and today is the 17th, 18th. Today's the 18th of October. So I bought it last week, a week ago. And I've been sipping on a few since then, and I said, well, I want to re-review this. So, very fresh, 8.2% alcohol by volume. It doesn't have the IBUs on it, I don't think. Let me look again real quick here, just to make sure, but I don't see it on here, on the label here. And they've changed the label. Yeah, hold on now. No, it's fluid ounces. So it doesn't have the IBUs on here. So the alcohol at 8.2% and the date of birth is the two major things there. When let's run over to Untapped. Untapped has it listed as 80 IBUs here, guys. So not that hard to find. If these guys have got it there, it's readily available. If you go to their website or maybe on the carton somewhere, I'm not sure. I did not look. But I want to re-review this. It's been 6 years ago, and beer review 203, and now we're at over 2,800 and so. So quite a lot of beers under the bridge since then. So let's do it. Let's get it on with it. It says here, commercial description on Untapped says, an India Pale Ale kicked up a notch to form a true double IPA. Feverishly hoppy with a malty backbone and higher than standard alcohol content, citrusy hops tease the senses with aromatics and tingling bitterness, while just the right balance of malts disguise 2X IPA's extra gravity. In 2016, we took this world-class double IPA and made it perfect by increasing its Simcoe dry hop by 150%. So they've actually changed the beer since I reviewed it the first time by doing that with the Simcoe hops. Double your expectation. This is an ale that demands reverence. So they kicked it up a notch on the Simcoe dry hopping. 150%. Pretty good. I love Simcoe hops. So that's all we need to talk about. We got the ABV, we got the IBUs, we got the date of birth, bottle on date, same thing. And we're ready. First beer of the evening for me, so let's get it open. I'm thirsty. And see what this brings to the table now. As I pour this, I'll tell you the cuisine is barbecue, the cheese is peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar. The stronger cheeses, meats, game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glassware snifter, tulip oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter. And don't sell it, guys. Even though Beer Advocate wants to get to 8%, they say you can. Won't do it. All right, just about an eighth of a finger of head on that pour. It is very clear. It is a filtered beer, guys. I feel very confident telling you that. A nice amber color, a lot of bubbles streaming up from the middle of the glass. Looks pretty good. To the nose we go. It's very floral and citrusy. Slight hint of some pine and some oranges. Maybe some tangerine or a lemon peel in there. And just a slight hint of some grapefruit. Not getting a lot of pineapple. It smells very good though. I mean, it's borderline West Coast style. That's pretty good. So let's dive in and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. $80 IBUs, which is not off the chart for a double IPA. Seems to be very, very balanced, guys. The alcohol is very well hidden. So they've been brewing this beer for a long time. And like I said, they kicked it up a notch by increasing the Simcoe dry hop by 150%. So, and that is a very, very tasty hop. That is very easy drinking for an 8.2%. Very balanced. Wow. Let's right out of the fridge. Let's do what we normally do, what we always do. Let's sip on this for a little bit, let her taste it, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Didn't leave hardly any lacing at all on the glass. Seems to be a decent beer, guys. I'm not as blown away with it, even though they've increased the dry hopping on it by 150%, which increases the cost of the beer. These are sold in 6-packs, probably the $10 to $12 range. I don't remember what we paid for this. But, you know, once you get to the 8% and above, those beers are a little pricey. It uses more malt, and they've used a lot more hops on this. But like I told you, there's a whole lot of beers under the bridge now than there was when I first did this in 2011. So, very enjoyable beer, and I probably will pick this up again, especially when I can get it and it's 2 weeks old. That carries a lot of weight in my book when I'm purchasing IPAs and double IPAs, how fresh it is. So would probably be something that I would probably pick up again, even though it's not blowing my hair back or my socks off. It's a very tasty beer. Don't think it's going to get the grade that it got the last time though. Now that I've had all these juice bombs and New England style IPAs and unfiltered IPAs, West Coast style, even though they've increased the hops, it's there, but it's not overpowering. It's not to the point where I think it's a 10 beer, guys. Very pleasant aroma. It's not that up in your face pineapple, grapefruit, piney aroma or taste, but it's still a decent beer. Definitely worth picking up if you're a hophead and you can't get the juice bombs or the West Coast beers that are pretty fresh. So, bottom cup. I enjoyed this beer, guys. I'm on the fence between a B+ and an A-. Last time I gave it a solid A. Gave it 9. I'm not going there this time. It is a very tasty beer. My heart says I want to give it a B+. But with the date of birth, they are dating it and got the ABB on it. I do want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And especially since they've added a whole lot more Simcoe hops to it, which are one of my favorites. I'm going to give it to A-. If it didn't have a date on it, and I don't think when I did it the first time it had a date, I don't recall. But they are dating it now. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a 90. Just barely into the A- category. But, very enjoyable. And like I said, I'll probably pick this up again if I can get it as fresh as I got this one. There was several years we couldn't get their beers here because the distributor changed and went to somebody else, and they didn't feel the need to bring this beer in to the stores. And we picked this up at a Kroger store, so I didn't have to go across town to the craft beer store, and it was at the grocery store, the local grocery store. So that weighs a little bit too, not having to drive 30 minutes across town to pick something up. So with that being said, let's go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 4.03, barely entered their A category there. And over to Untapped, they have it at 3.83, which is their B+. But you got to take what they say at Untapped with a grain of salt and grade with a curve, because their top-notch beer, which would be the 5, I've never seen. The most I've seen is like a 4.6 something, so that would be their 5. So if you take that into consideration, this is on the B+, A- scale for them too. So let's just say it's A- for everybody. That makes it easy. So A- from everybody, guys. If you've had this one recently, since they changed everything up in 2016, this is a 2017 edition that's about 3 weeks old or less. Very nice. So if you've had a new edition, let me know what you think, guys. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.